What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hot Commodity, and welcome and join me in covering all things Attitude Era. We are in Season 2, 1999, almost at the end of the year. Season 1 covers December 1997 to December 98, and we are entering December 99. But first, we have to cover WWF Raw Is War from November 29th, 1999 live in Los Angeles, California. And this is a very historic episode of Raw. We're supposed to get the wedding of Stephanie McMahon to Test. But to kick off tonight, we have the WWF champion, The Big Show, teaming up with Kane to take on the team of the Big Boss Man and Viscera. During this match, X-Pac runs out and hits Kane in the back with a steel chair. X-Pac nails an X Factor onto the chair to Kane, and then Viscera splashes Kane for a 3 count. So Viscera and the Big Boss Man get the victory thanks to the steel chair and X-Pac attacking Kane. After the match, X-Pac spits and kicks Tori right in the face. Kane is not going to be happy about this. Next up, D-Generation X comes out to the ring. Triple H says, Vince, warnings were laid out, but you crossed the line and made it personal. I'm going to remind you what's happened. We have a temporary order of protection against you. Vince McMahon, I will beat you with an inch of your miserable billionaire life. I will do what I want to you. For all you people that have tuned in for a wedding, there won't be one tonight. Vince McMahon then shows up on the ramp. Vince says, you need protection from me. You're damn right you do. At Armageddon, it's just you and me. At Armageddon, I will have your blood on my hands. And after Armageddon, it's going to be game over. No one will be involved in the wedding. If they are, I will fire your ass here in Los Angeles if you try something. So Vince laying down the law tells Triple H, no, if we're not a family member, you may not attend the wedding. We'll see what happens later on. Next up, Al Snow wants to team with the Rock and Sock Connection. Mankind's not sure if that's going to happen. Next up, we have Edge with Christian taking on Matt Hardy with Jeff Hardy and Terry. All 4 men fight on the floor. Edge spears Matt Hardy to get the victory here on Raw. Stephanie is seen at her bachelorette party drinking with her friends, and Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah. They're having a fun night. WWF Intercontinental Champion Chyna comes out next. Chyna says, Chris Jericho, my thumb feels better after hitting you with a hammer. I want you to cry on your knees like a baby. I can beat you with one hand. That's when Chris Jericho comes out. Jericho says, I would love to fight you, but you hit me and you gave me a concussion. Was it worth it? All I did was give you a love tap. At Armageddon, I'm going to end your career. And then Chyna tells Chris Jericho he's a little hot. So then Miss Kitty sprays him with a fire extinguisher to steam him off a little bit. Fun stuff here between Chyna and Chris Jericho. Next up, Steve Blackman defeats the Godfather after nailing a hard kick. Steve Blackman will take on Kurt Angle at Armageddon. The Acolytes are backstage playing poker with the Dudley Boyz. Fun stuff there. Al Snow tells Mankind he needs to be his partner tonight. Al tells Mankind that he hates The Rock but still wants to team up. Too Cool Rikishi fought Tour out next to take on the Hollies. Hardcore Holly trashes Rikishi before the match. Rikishi tosses Crash into the ring steps. Sky Yohadi holds Crash Holly, and Grandmaster Sexy lands a flying leg drop, and Too Cool get the victory over the Hollies. After Hardcore Holly attacks, but Rikishi hits a belly-to-belly on Holly and lands a bonsai drop after Too Cool Rikishi dance, getting the upset over the Hollies here. Carlos the Electrician is at Stephanie's bachelorette party, and he is stripping down for Stephanie here. Next up, we have Test taking on Triple H. A referee comes out wearing a Vince McMahon mask. Test lands a power slam and a gut wrench slam. Triple H slams Test onto the table. Triple H grabs a steel chair. Vince McMahon grabs it. Triple H lands a face buster, but the referee won't count the pin. Triple H punches the referee. Shane McMahon runs out and hits Triple H with a steel chair. Test lands a flying elbow drop, and Test gets the victory on his wedding night. We see a man come in and he gives Stephanie McMahon a shot. She takes it and she's happy. Triple H yells backstage at cops to get Vince McMahon because he believes that Vince did not follow the protection order. Barbara Bush comes out for an interview. Barbara is the EMT that got stripped by Ivory on SmackDown. Barbara says, "My friends call me BB. I don't know what Ivory was thinking. It was humiliating. I want her in an evening gown match." That's when Women's Champion Ivory comes out. Ivory says, "You're pretty, but not bright. They call you BB for big boobs. It's silly to challenge me. You all want to see Ivory naked?" Ivory takes off her shirt, but then she rips off BB's shirt. BB tries to fight and to take off Ivory's pants, but Ivory leaves. These women are getting naked for us, and a lot of people are happy. Police question Vince McMahon, Pat Patterson, Gerald Briscoe. They tell the police that he was with them the entire time. Val Venis takes on Kurt Angle next. During the match, the British Bulldog runs out and hits Val Venis in the back with his steel chair. Kurt Angle lands an Olympic slam, and Kurt Angle is still victorious here thanks to the British Bulldog. Al Snow trashes The Rock. The Rock hears Al and basically shit talks Al. Next up, the tag team champions, the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac, are teaming up against a team of Kane and The Rock and Sock Connection. During the match, Rock takes control. Rock lands a rock bottom to Mr. Ass, but also runs out and hits DX in that with head, allowing DX to get the DQ victory. After Rock attacks Al and hits Al Snow with the People's Elbow, he's had enough of Al shenanigans. The Dudleys win the game of poker backstage, but the Acolytes attack them, leading to an all-out brawl. And now we have the moment everyone's waiting for, the wedding between Stephanie McMahon and Test. They come out. There's a performance. A man and a lady sing a song for them for their marriage. And Triple H comes out. He says, "Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have some footage to show you." We see Triple H in a car with Stephanie. Stephanie is passed out. She looks like she's been drugged. They drive to a wedding chapel, and a lady minister, ends up marrying Triple H and Stephanie in Las Vegas at a Las Vegas chapel. Stephanie is crying. She's freaking out. Test is upset. Triple H says, don't ask when, but how many times he consummated the marriage. Stephanie screams, "I hate you." Vince is fuming. Triple H is now married to Stephanie McMahon. What kind of craziness can we expect next week? We'll be covering SmackDown live from December 2nd in Anaheim. We're on the road to Armageddon, and with this huge moment, I'm excited to see what happens next. Stay up to date by subscribing to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, leave a comment. What did you think of the wedding? Crazy stuff. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.